Is that this? But is it already connected to that particular link?
Yeah, should be.
I think we're on. Are we on?
Yeah.
I am on. Yeah. Welcome. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this week's Digital Marketing Tribe's live webinar. This week we are doing the live webinar on chatbot marketing. So it's a very exciting topic, an extremely powerful tool, and it's my pleasure to be with you and to share a little bit about my journey as well in marketing, and to go over this extremely exciting topic, which is chatbot marketing. So let's go straight into it, and we're just going to start the live stream on the Instagram channel as well. So we are live, and today basically I'm going to take you through a chatbot redefining customer experience. So that's probably one of the key things that I want to go over with you today, about just how powerful these chatbots are, and what it means to use them. And by all means, at any stage, feel free to write the comments. I can't see them. I do have another phone here, so I will be able to answer your questions as well as they come through. And it's really important that you ask as many questions as you want during this, because they are so new in the market. So let's get into it. So basically, today's agenda, what is a chatbot? Why would you use a chatbot? Where can users find your chatbot? And at what stage of the customer journey should you use a chatbot? And then how do you go about developing a chatbot? They're probably the key main things that we're going to discuss today. And then depending on how much time we have, we'll also jump into one of the chatbot platforms, and we'll go over how you create a chatbot and some of the steps that you can do to create some extremely engaging content. First of all, let's go through a customer journey. So when we talk about customer journey, it's about, there are lots of steps that complete an entire customer journey. So we have the awareness phase, where we're talking from, social, email, loyalty programs, YouTube, as you are on here today, television, billboards, online displays, and the list goes on. We then go to findability. So how are people able to find you? And moving on from that, we go to reputation. So when we talk about reputation, we're talking about post-purchase, the expectation versus the reality. Conversion, so once the sale has been made, and then how do we get people to be advocates for our business? So there are many ways to go over something like this, but this is generally how a customer journey goes in a lot of industries. Some industries a little bit more than others, but on overall, this is generally how a customer journey looks. And so why is it important for us to know this? Well, it's important for you to know this because as you go today about learning about chatbots, you'll learn that you could create a chatbot for every single one of these categories. Or you could create a chatbot for just one of those categories. That's really the main focus of today, is to open up your eyes to the possibilities. Chatbots are not just for sales, and they're not just for customer care. They can be across all of these, and we'll go over it today, what that looks. Now, what you don't want in business is you don't want to do steps 1, 2, and 3, but then make it hard, for example, for somebody to purchase from you, because guess what? If business A does the first 3 things well, but when it comes to the purchasing, you make it hard for them to purchase from you, they'll jump the customers to another business that makes that life easier for them. So it's really, really important when we talk about chatbots and talk about marketing that we're always putting our business in the best possible place to be across all of these, so we have the best chance to gaining a new customer. When we speak about, what is a chatbot? So a chatbot is a generalized term used to describe any software that automates a particular task. But chatbots, which now, you can now build into Facebook Messenger, automate a conversation, at least at the beginning stages of a conversation. So in some industries, you're able to close the entire sale using a chatbot, but in most industries, you'll be able to begin the customer journey in a very engaging way and then move on to, say, a scheduled appointment or a live appointment or anything that goes within your particular industry and what you do as a business owner. And so then the question is, should you build a Facebook chatbot for your business? And there are many different answers to this particular question, but I guess, do you have a clear use case for your bot? Facebook Messenger, like a lot of other marketing or product endeavors, it's going to take resources. And you'll notice today as we go through what that means when it comes to chatbot development. But mainly, it takes staff, it takes resources, and often it may not result in the outcome that you'd prefer to see. And there are many different reasons why marketing campaigns or particular things fail. Like a lot of businesses a couple of years back went about building their own app. But then we soon realized that people only want to use a certain amount of apps, and then all of a sudden their apps became obsolete. And if you are one of those businesses that went out there and built an app for your business, you'll notice now that there are 5 or 6 key apps that we all use on our phones every single day, and Messenger happens to be one of them. So the great thing about creating a Facebook chatbot is that you are creating something inside a platform that everybody's using and everyone is already engaging with, rather than creating a new app and getting something to be downloaded again on somebody's computer. And for those on the live stream on Instagram as well, to watch the full video, you can jump on our Digital Marketing Tribe YouTube channel, and you can actually see the full video with all the with the whole live and all the slides and everything. So when we are discussing, Facebook Messenger, it is, what we're doing here is that it's very, very important to understand what we want the chatbot to do and then to go about it. So some of the clear things that I want you to think about when you are considering creating a Facebook chatbot is, do you have a clear use for your bot? And here are a few examples of use cases that you may consider for your Facebook chatbot. One of them is lead nurturing. Do you have a sales funnel? Do you have funnels? Do you have a website at the moment? So you may create a chatbot purely for lead generation. It will take customers through a particular journey of questions being asked, which will lead to an appointment being booked. The other one is sharing knowledge. So you may be in an industry where sharing knowledge with your potential customers may add huge value to your business potential clients. And so what you may do is you may have a chatbot that sends out information which is really, really relevant, which builds that credibility, so then you can get business from it. The other thing is about diversifying different service lines. So you may want to have a chatbot that is able to dynamically explain the kind of different services that your company offers. And also retaining e-commerce shoppers during the checkout phase. So if you are an e-com person watching this YouTube live webinar, straight after this webinar, I would jump off the webinar, I'll download my favorite chatbot building platform, and I would literally build an e-commerce checkout chatbot template. Because if you can reduce the amount of abandoned carts in your e-com business, that goes a great way towards building a very, very good e-commerce business. So like I said, straight after this, go and start building your abandoned cart chatbot flow. And if you don't know what that means now, you will by the end of this. So how big is the market? So I'm just going to quickly take a little bit of water. So the market's huge when it comes to Messenger. When it comes to Messenger, we have, in Australia alone, we have at the moment about 11.23 million people that are on Messenger, and that's over half of the population. So you're building something inside a platform that is extremely, extremely popular. And so that's the exciting thing compared to when you build a chatbot or if you were to build your own app. You're building something where over 11 million Australians are on it, and so that has huge potential when it comes to your business. And so this is the world, this is where we're at today. We're all head down, looking at our phones. Even when we're talking to our partners, we've got our phones head down. When we're watching movies, we've got our phones head down. When the commercials go on. So this is about social selling. This is about inspiration, conversations, and advocacy. So creating the conversations with the businesses that need to be happening on a day-to-day basis, right where people are and how they're using it. Why would you consider chatbots? When I first started with chatbot marketing, this probably was the main slide that really took my attention. Over here, we're comparing 10,000 visitors. So we're comparing 10,000 visitors to your website funnel, and we're comparing 10,000 chatbot visitors. First step is that we notice that to get people from a website to, say, an email opt-in is about 25%. To get people from a chatbot landing page to an audience that you can message is about 99%. So already we're way ahead. As we go down the funnel, open rates go down to an average of 25% email open rates, and go back and look at your email open rates on softwares like MailChimp or other softwares like Campaign Monitor, and double check that, because that is, it's an average, but for a lot of industries, it's actually a lot lower. But on Messenger, there's about a 75% open rate at the moment across the world, across all chatbots built. And so that's, to give you an idea, once we start to go down the funnel, we actually then increase again our conversions. And so in this particular comparing 10,000 visitors, if we had 10,000 people go to our website funnel or 10,000 people go to a chatbot funnel, on your website, you'd end up with 1 purchase. On chatbots, you'd end up with 35. So we're talking about 35 ROI. We're talking 20 plus ROI in most industries. And the examples that you see coming soon in the next slides really advocate that and with numbers. So these aren't just made up numbers. These are real, genuine numbers right now today that are driving huge traffic to businesses. So huge numbers across so many different industries, and it's one of the most powerful marketing tools if you get it right. And I'll mention it again because getting it right and being consistent is extremely important when it comes to chatbot marketing. And we'll go over what that means. So where can people see your chatbot? So once you build a chatbot, you can see it on your Facebook fan page. You can have a live chat icon on your website, on website particular pricing pages, on landing pages. You can have a Messenger QR code. You can have QR codes now. You can do Facebook advertising, and there are so many more ways to get people to your Facebook chatbot. Once we move forward, a lot of people ask me, what do I build a chatbot for? Like, am I building it for sales? Am I building it for consideration, for purchase, for retention? How do I best make use of a chatbot? And so the answer to your question is that I'm going to give you a slide, and this particular slide shows you how you could use Facebook chatbots for any one of these, because there isn't a one size fits all. The mistake that I made when I started to learn about chatbots back in 2018 is that I started to think that it was just for sales. And it's so much more than just a sales tool. It's so critical to understand that from right now that you're thinking about chatbots, because you don't want to do the mistake that I did, which is just think that it's about one industry or one platform or one vertical. This thing can be used across so many different industries and so in so many different ways. So what I've made for you is this particular slide. And what it is at the awareness stage, for product discovery and branding, right? What we can do is we can use Facebook chatbots on Facebook ads, on your website marketing, and on other social media channels. And what we can do is we can create viral posts, we can create sales offers. And what that means is that we can actually create we can actually create viral commenting, competitions, all these type of things. As we go down, and I will provide to everybody that's registered for this webinar, I will provide you this slide because it really puts into perspective how you can utilize this tool. And so in the consideration, why us, capture pages, in your frequently asked pages, or if a live chat icon or remarketing advertising, you could actually use it to do hot product trending. You can use it to do comment below I want, and then the chatbot will kick in and actually speak about that particular product. Once people have purchased, you can actually do special discounts on your first purchase or upsell and cross-sell. So I've become a customer of yours. Your chatbot kicks in and says, hey, welcome to the tribe, for example, and tell us a little bit about your experience. And by the way, did you know that majority of customers that use Facebook advertising also use a chatbot? See what I did there? It's a cross-sell. And so your chatbot can do the same thing for you. If you're going to have a chatbot, you're going to have a way to get traffic to that chatbot. And so in your own business, you can think about, once you have an audience, what are you going to do with that audience? And one of the things you can do with an audience is that you can upsell and cross-sell them as well. In the retention phase, you can do recommendations based on their previous purchases. So one of the things about building a chatbot subscriber list is that you can actually meta tag and customize how many people clicked on what. So if you run a coffee business, you can say that you have 1,000 subscribers, but 250 of them love latte. So since you know that they love latte, you can send them a personalized message to saying to them, we really appreciate how loyal you are to purchasing lattes from us. By the way, here's a discount code to purchase something else from me within our cafe. We'd love to see you again soon. In the advocacy phase, you can do viral contests, so like, share, and tag your friends kind of post. And you can also do referral discount for you and a friend. So a lot of businesses in the hospitality industry utilize websites like Groupon, Scoopon, and all of that. And while it's great to be on there because you only pay for when a purchase is made, you are essentially giving a good portion of your profits to those websites because essentially they're going to provide the traffic for you. I can actually show you how you can create your own chatbot that replicates an offer similar to what those websites are offering people, and then just drive ads to that offer. But guess what? You keep the list and you keep 100% of your profits. So when we're building businesses, it's important that we're building our subscriber list, we're building our email database, our SMS database, our chatbot database, and that we own the data, that we're not giving someone else the possibility to take us out. Because today we have Messenger, today we have Instagram, today we have all these softwares, but tomorrow they could all shut down. And what's left is your database. So always think that tomorrow could be the day that all these things shut down, and make sure that you have a good database. That's really, really important. It's so crucial. And so as we move on, what could you build a chatbot for? I'll give you some examples. We use cafes as an example. So when it comes to cafes, you can create your own loyalty program, as I mentioned earlier. And you can create sales offers, viral posts, competitions, and you can gain these subscribers. And then after you've gained these chatbot subscribers, you can remarket to them inside Messenger with an average of 75% open rate. We have a fantastic example here in South Australia of a wine business, Ghost Wines, and how they utilize the chatbots to increase in sales and customer retention. And so it's so important when it comes to chatbots that in this phase and in this particular webinar, I'm here to open up your mind to the idea of chatbots. And so in real estate, we have businesses that are driving leads into the real estate business. And we have also sporting clubs that are using this particular tool to drive open rate and to drive awareness. And so that's really, really important when it comes to chatbots, because again, the most important thing that I want you to know today is that it's not all about sales. It's really, really important that we get this message across today, because it is definitely not all about sales. It is about creating conversations and flows that you have with particular customers, and doing it in a dynamic and creative way so that you engage with them. There are, for example, hospitality businesses in South Australia that use the onboarding process. So, when you need to get the customer's first name, last name, email address, and all that, they use the chatbot to do that. So rather than people having to go to a website and click down a contact form. So that's one way you can use a chatbot. If you run a business that has multiple things happening, live events, you've got important news, new updates, it's important to be able to dissect the type of conversations that you have with your customers, and then you can create a chatbot for it. When it comes to Facebook chatbots and chatbots in general, there are so many platforms you can use. This here is just a small taste of the type of things that can be utilized for and the type of platforms that can be used to create a Facebook chatbot. And over here in the bot builders page over there, you can actually see just how many there are, and there are so many different platforms that do different things at different levels. And so if you've ever heard of any of them, or if you ever utilized any of them, feel free to reach out in the comments below and actually message us about it, and what your experience was. What we recommend, there are two main players, and there are two key reasons why these players are doing better than others. And the reason is that they're putting in a lot of time and money and effort into developing their platform. And it's really, really important that you pick a provider, a chatbot platform provider, that actually has the ability to keep updating and keep adding new things to their platform. So it's really, really vital that we choose a platform. So for our agency, we ended up going with ManyChat. And so when it comes to ManyChat, there's a couple of reasons we went for it. They're providing the best customer support at the moment, and they really have taken to another level the kind of things that you can do with a chatbot. One of the great thank you so much for that this particular question from Carlo. So one of the main reasons that we've used ManyChat is that ManyChat provides the best customer support, the best platform when it comes to the innovations that they're bringing to it, and also with email and SMS arriving to Australia not too far away. I was hoping that it was this week, but it's any week now. ManyChat will have an omni-channel presence where you can have your chatbot, your SMS, and your email marketing all from within the same platform. So complete game changer in the industry. But let's go about how do you start building your bot, because I'm sure that you weren't on here today just to hear me show you some slides about these things and keep teasing you about these great things called chatbots. So as I mentioned earlier, you got to define your goal and what do you want to achieve, and then do you want to sell something or grow an email list or book a demo, or identifying what you want to accomplish is really, really important. And then there are a couple of things. We got to connect a page to the ManyChat platform. We need to create a greeting message. We need to build a main menu. And then we need to create a welcome message. So I think that it's time to get into that. So give me just one moment as I now move towards the ManyChat dashboard. And so here we are. This is inside the ManyChat dashboard. And so with this particular dashboard, you can see the type of bots that you have already on the left-hand side. So on the left-hand side, you can actually see all the ones that are made available. And these are the ones that we have connected to this particular account. Now, for privacy reasons, we're only showing you a small taste of the amount of businesses that we currently deal with. And so Once you're here, well, at the moment, we're in the Digital Marketing Tribe dashboard. And so in the audience section, you can actually see all the people that are connected and when they connected to your particular chatbot. And in the live chat, you can actually see the live conversations that are happening with your particular company. So you can actually have a team member do that. With the growth tools, there are so many things you can do with this. And what we'll do today is we'll take you through step by step. So step 1 would be to jump on ManyChat.com and connect your page. Step 2 is we click on automation and we start to make a little menu and a welcome message. So over here, we click on welcome message, and in a moment, you'll see the welcome message that we have. And so this particular welcome message has, hi, it's nice to meet you. You're currently talking with a friendly DMT bot. I'm here to get you to know better and point you in the right direction. It's really important that people, your customers, know that they are not speaking to a real person, because they will think that they are speaking to a real person. So as quick as you can, you need to get them to know that they're not speaking to a real person. Once you've done that, you've established that, then you can start to put them through your flow, and you can start to get them through the conversation that you want them to have with you. From here, let's go to the main menu. And in the main menu for our particular company, we have our services. So we've got Instagram, we've got Facebook, we've got Messenger Marketing, we've got Contact, and we've got Schedule a Meeting as well, and Get in Touch. This is for us. For you, it may be different. It might be completely different to the way that you would create your main menu. You may only want to use the chatbot for 2 particular things that your company does, or maybe only 1. So the menu is created to your company's liking and to what your company exactly needs. To be honest, a lot of people don't even know that there is a menu when they're speaking to Messenger. So this gets overlooked all the time. It's all about the flows and the conversations. And so make sure that in the welcome message, you start the conversation, and the conversation to go to the particular things that you do and the particular things that your company does. So over here, we actually go, so if I go back a moment, so if I click back, in the welcome message, we set up to start a new flow. So if you keep talking to us over here, it will take you to a completely new flow. This flow is then going to segment you into which particular topic you want us to tell you more about. Might be Instagram, might be Facebook, might be chatbots. Maybe chatbots, because we're talking today about chatbots. And so over here, we can actually see we can actually start to engage, so what's your first name? Are you a new or current client of ours? And you start to go through the flow of which particular product interests you most. As you can tell, Messenger has the highest click rate for us. Of course, we're in Messenger, we're talking about Messenger. Of course, it's going to be the most popular product that people talk to us about. And it's important here. I always say to all our customers, the technology is not the hard part. The hard part is to create flows, to create engaging conversations prior to getting to this phase. This phase is the end phase after a well thought out plan has come about to understand how we're going to go about utilizing chatbots to increase business or to increase our email database. Over here, we then have a welcome message, we have a menu, and we have some what we call rules. And then we have keywords. So a keyword is if a particular person types this particular keyword, it's going to send a message out to them. That's really important because in your business, you may have certain things like opening hours, frequently asked questions, how do I get to you, address. You can put all of them as keywords, and if somebody's in your messenger and they type that word, your chatbot will kick in and they'll start engaging with them straight away. So it's really, really cool and a very effective way to also use this as a customer care tool. And a lot of businesses are using it as a customer care tool because there are some questions which people keep asking the same thing and it's the same answer. Where chatbots thrive is that if there's a question and the answer is always the same, you can make a chatbot out of it. And so let's move on to how would we build? So how would we go about building this particular chatbot, and what can we build? You know, like what can we make today? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of things that are available. And some of the things that are available if you are in the Pro subscription, and these are some of the things that we've already created, right? So let's say I wanted to collect feedback from my customers. I could actually click on here and I can actually start the journey of creating this. So this here is a flow created to get customer feedback. So if I wanted to send a message to every single one of my Chatbot subscribers and get them to have understand about my company, I want to get a good feeling about what type of star they're going to give me and why did they give me that rating. Well, we've done that. So we can actually create this. And what we do is we get them to do these particular answers. Now, you will notice here, 1 star, 2 star, or 3 star go to a different flow. 4 and 5 go to this particular flow because we've classified it as a satisfied customer, which we then take to thank you so much for writing that nice review and for telling us that you are satisfied. And if you would like to recommend our services to a friend or colleague, we actually then give you the link to do that as well. So it's important to understand how your customers are interacting with you. And this is one way, like you don't want to send people a Google My Business review link if you haven't really understood first through maybe a chatbot, how likely are they to give you a good rating. So you want to protect your Google ranking by sending something like this out first. Understand who are the 1 stars, 2 stars, and 3 stars. Solve that problem before you send them to a Google My Business ranking. So very, very clever way of utilizing chatbots in that particular manner. The other thing that we can do is we can also collect feedback from our customers. And so the collect feedback, there are 2 versions that we created. But if we wanted to, for example, say make a reservation inside Messenger, I can just simply click here because we've already created this for our business. And so over here in this particular section, we can actually use our chatbot to make sure that you can book with us and can actually have a meeting with our Digital Marketing Tribe team member. So that's one thing that we can do with chatbots. The other thing we can do is we can schedule appointments in Messenger or utilizing tools like Calendly. Calendly does integrate really well with ManyChat, but there are many other ways as well to utilize this. But Calendly is pretty awesome. So if you're a business that doesn't have automatic calendar, that somebody can go online, see your schedule and book you in, I'd highly encourage you to check out Calendly. It's pretty amazing, pretty powerful tool, and it just saves the backwards and forwards emails with people. One thing though, if you are going to use something like Calendly, make sure that things are in your calendar booked out, because you don't want to double book, because that causes more headaches than it causes more headaches. But let's say none of these at the moment fit what we're doing, or let's say we're creating a new campaign for our company. What we do then is we go here and we actually click new flow, and I'm going to call this flow, let's say I'm going to call it webinar. When we're on here, I'm actually going to go to the basic builder for the purpose of this, because it actually is a lot more user friendly if you've never tried to do something like this. And over here, I'm just going to go with other. And so let's say you were creating a chatbot for the very first time. So this is how I'm going to show it to you, as if you were brand new, don't know anything about this. And let's say you are a travel business. So I'm going to say, hi, I'm Samantha, DMT. Oh, actually, I'm going to go like this. Digital Marketing Tribe Travel Bot. And so that's like the first thing that they see. what we can do, if you are a service business or if you're a business that has, let's say 5 to 6 different categories of within your business, or 5 to 6 really, really good products that you want to showcase, what we can do is we can actually click the gallery button, and I'll show you what this looks like. So, but before we do that, I'm going to quickly go and get myself some pictures. And I'm not going to get a firefighter picture. I'm going to get myself some travel pictures because we're about to create our own travel chatbot. So let's say I want that one, and I'm going to save this image, and I'm going to go and put this under that, and my team member is going to hate me because I'm adding things to his computer. So we're going to go there. So we've got one image, and then I'm going to like that. I'm going to get that one. Now, of course, you would be using your own imagery from your own business. It's a 1-to-1 ratio as well when it comes to imagery. So we are going to have some challenges here. But again, this is for demo purposes to show you the power of these things and how quickly this can happen. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to add the image. I'm going to go to my travel bot, and I'm going to start with that one. And I'll explain to you why I do this the way I do it. So I go here. And by the way, the great thing about webinars and YouTube is that you can go back and slow me down and pause and try yourself. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because it's not just webinars that we post on here. We do post videos as well. And the webinars are a fortnightly thing that we do. So keep up to date with some of the industry updates that we do. And of course, today is basics chatbots. But in the future, we're obviously going to do advanced and how you can add Zapier integrations and make the chatbot go to your CRM and then back to your Google Gmail. There's all types of things that can be done. But today is an intro to chatbots. So over here, I'm going to say travel agent. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say here, speak to Ivan about your travel needs. Please don't speak to Ivan about your travel needs. If you do need any help with this stuff, when it comes to chatbots, I can help you. If you need help with travel, go speak to a travel agent. This is just for demo purposes. Over here, I was going to say destinations around the world. Top 10 hotspots, for example. And then over here, receive exclusive discounts, if I can spell discounts. Subscribe to our chatbot to receive awesome discounts. And so this is how it will look inside somebody's messenger. And I will click on preview so you can actually see what this will look like inside the messenger platform. And it is best on mobile. You know, on mobile, this platform really thrives. But let's say we go back to this and now we want to add some buttons. You know, we want to send them somewhere. You know, do you want them to call me? So if I click the call button, because we're saying, you know, call Ivan, what we do here is we go there, we do +61, of course, we remove the 0, and we go 455 355 366, which is my number, by the way. Please don't prank me. And that's to call Ivan. But if you want to jump on our website, then I can click on here and I can actually put we can do that. So that's the jump on our website, call Ivan. Over here, we would actually take him to the top 10 destination hotspots. So over here, I would actually go there and I would go open website and I would actually put the website link called top 10. And the other thing you could do is once they've done that, you can actually then send them another message and say, hey, do you want us to send you the top 10 every month? Because we'll send you the top 10 destinations every month. And as a travel agency, adds huge credibility because, let's face it, we all want to travel, really don't want to be on this webinar. I'd rather be on a beach. However, as a travel agency, how do you keep the conversations going? How do you remind people to travel? How do you keep your travel agency top of mind? And that's where chatbots could kick in and really, really drive it home for people. So we've done that, but of course we do need a link. And so right now, people are going to be extremely disappointed because they're just going to the digital marketing tribe for everything and there's going to be no travel on there. And so customer satisfaction is not going to be great because you're thinking about travel. But this particular chatbot example, that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to delete that for a moment and I'm going to delete this one for a moment. And so what we're going to do here, let me just quickly end that. And so what we're going to do here is I'm going to preview it because I actually do want to see what this looks like. So we have to click on there. We'll go here. And it should have popped up by now. There we go. And so there it is. So inside Messenger, that's exactly what has arrived to my team members' Messenger. Digital Marketing Tribe just randomly sent him a message saying, hey, I'm Samantha, Digital Marketing Tribe travel bot. Do you want travel? Do you want destinations around the world? And then if I click on here, it'll take me directly to the Digital Marketing Tribe website. So that's a very simple, very, very simple way that you can utilize chatbots to create conversations and to just begin the process of creating a flow, to create an example of a flow. Another thing that I can do is I can actually go on Messenger. Let's have a look. Just trying to think how we can do this. One moment. So over here under Facebook Messenger, we can actually go on here and I can go to this is an example that we made. And so this particular example is an example that we made for the pizza delivery industry. So if you run a pizzeria and you're watching this right now, get ready to be blown away. So if you go on Facebook Messenger and just type in pizza delivery bot, you will actually see this particular flow and this particular example. So I'm going to click on there. Now I'm going to click message. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the order now button. And when I click the order now button, you actually see, and you won't see because you're not in, I'm actually in the way. So give me one moment. Let's have a look, see how we can do this. Let's have a look. Just trying to get onto this. That's a bit better. So with the chatbot, with this particular pizza delivery chatbot, it will say to you, for example, order now. And what kind of pizza do you want? And let's say we click on the vegetarian one. When we click on that, it will actually start to show us different styles of pizzas and different things that you can do to order one. And it actually has a calculator built into it. So with this particular calculator built into this particular chatbot, you can actually then choose multiple things. You know, I want the crust type, all these little things that you can do. So we've gone and chosen a lot of different steps with this particular one, because what we do, obviously, when we're ordering pizza is we want multiple options. So yes, I do want the extra cheese on that. And so we go through the flow, we select everything that we need. I'm happy, I'm comfortable with my order. And so then what I can do next is I can move forward to the next part of my order, finish my order. And once I've actually finished my order, a Google Sheet integration will speak to the pizza place and actually confirm the booking for them. So if you go on Facebook and actually find the pizza delivery messenger bot, that is a live example right now that you could see from us about how advanced a pizza place could get when it comes to Facebook chatbot marketing. And so today is really about opening up your eyes to the possibilities. When it comes to growth tools, a growth tool is essentially a way to get more subscribers. And here are all the different options available when it comes to growth tools. One of the things that are available is that on your website, you could actually add an overlay. So when people are on your website, they could actually see this banner, click on that, and they go to your website. Another thing that you could do when it comes to growth tools is that you can actually do Facebook comments, and you can do Facebook ads, you can do customer chat, you can do QR codes, you can have box pop-ups on your website, you can do page takeover, which means people are on your website, and then out of nowhere, the whole page will be filled with your message to get people to subscribe to your bot. So there are so many different, unique ways that we can go about building chatbots and gaining that subscriber list, because that's really what you want. And then afterwards, let's say you don't have a website, you can actually create your own landing page inside Facebook Messenger and use that as your landing page for that particular offer or that particular product. So you don't necessarily have to have a website to do this. You could do it through QR codes. There are so many different and unique ways that we can do this. Is there any questions around some of the things that I have shown so far? Just wait to see if there's any questions come through before we move to the next part of the presentation. All right, well, it looks pretty good to me. What I'll do is we'll move on to the next part of this particular presentation that we're doing today. And so over here, we spoke about what we're doing to start building chatbots and what are the best practices when it comes to building chatbots. So the best practice really is to think about how this is going to benefit your customer and to not spam people. That is very, very critical. Very similar to email marketing. You don't want to spam people. You don't want to message them too often. You don't want to give them too many things to read. These are probably the key things. Keep the conversation flowing, engaging, and short. People are looking for speed. They're not looking for huge amounts of text to read on their messenger. They'll switch off from it. And keep the conversation relevant to what they're looking for. So I'll give you an example in the real estate industry. If I came to look at a house in Henley Beach, and then you started telling me about houses you sell on the east side of town, in Messenger, it's not relevant. Because through QR codes, you could be at opens and you could actually have different QR codes there, and people subscribe to your real estate agency's chatbot, and then you know that that particular QR code was related to that particular property. So next time somebody wants to buy property in that suburb, you can send them a direct message through Messenger. So these are the things that are possible. When SMS kicks in, that's going to open up things to a whole new level. So you'll be able to SMS customers about opens, remind them that an open is coming. The chatbot keeps talking to them. And then after the open, you can actually set up a flow to then send them to the actual reminder of how they felt about coming through the open, or is there anything else you can help them with? And so why Digital Marketing Tribe when it comes to chatbots? So essentially, as a company, we took a gamble back in 2018 when nobody knew about chatbots, and we got heavily accredited. We're an agency partner, we're messenger marketing experts. We have multiple people within our company that are messenger marketing experts, and we've built over 100 of them. So I think it's probably about more like 140 already that we've built. And there isn't an industry that we haven't touched, from fitness to real estate to customer service agencies to a couple of names that I can't mention due to privacy, but so many different industries and so many different verticals. There is no vertical that cannot benefit from a chatbot. But as we go, remember from the back of the part of this particular webinar, it's about the strategy and it's about picking what is it exactly that you want your chatbot to do. Build that, and then how do we drive traffic to it? It's extremely, extremely important. And so our company can assist you with that whole process. So downloading ManyChat, integrating your Facebook page, that's not the end all be all to, learn how to make an effective chatbot. So we can actually go through the entire customer journey, from attracting to converting to engaging to selling to connecting. And we can actually help you with every step of that. So if it's customer service that you want to achieve with your chatbot, we can assist you through that process. If it is selling, connecting, converting, if you're having a struggle with your e-commerce business about abandoned carts and converting sales, or getting reviews, anything, we've built it. If you can think about a chatbot, we've already probably built one. And if we haven't built one, we'll probably it's probably not too far away until we come across something like that. So these are some of the questions that we ask you in your first meeting. And this particular meeting is we're talking about, what engaging offer do you want to do? What content or product are you mainly wanting to offer? Do you have any coupons or offers you want to give? How do you go about processing the data? Are we integrating with anything? Polls, quizzes, interactive features that you want. So we go through this whole process because having built them now for 2 years, we know how to get that process done in the most effective time possible. And so once you've built it on paper, then you can build it on ManyChat or any other platform. But build your flow on paper, because that's what we do. We go through with you. We sit down, we build something like this. We use Lucidchart as a business to build this. And once we've done that, we go through with you what it's going to do, all the things it's going to say, and then we launch it live. Once it's live, we analyze the data. We go through the growth phase of growing your subscribers, growing your list, and getting the most out of this, because it is absolutely incredible, the opportunities. And once SMS marketing launches through ManyChat here in Australia, it's completely going to change how we utilize these tools. All the tools that are available in marketing, Facebook ads, Facebook marketing, Instagram, chatbots, email marketing, websites, SEO, all these things are available, but it's about the strategy and it's about having the right expertise and the right people involved. And when it comes to chatbots, we're right there with you. So if you've gained value from today, if you've benefited from what you've heard, if you're curious about what you've seen today, and it could be anything, it could be it could be this, like, can I sit down with you guys and talk about that? Or can you show me an example in my industry? There could be so many different things that you've heard today or that you've seen on replay that you just want to pick our brains about. So to anyone that is watching, anyone that has seen this particular webinar on replay, reach out to any Digital Marketing Tribe team member, because we're very happy to offer a 1 hour complimentary session. And in this session, we'll talk to you about our expertise, what we've achieved, break down all your goals for your potential chatbot, and then we can go about how we're going to build it. What part do we do? What part do you do? And we may come to a conclusion that there is a lot of things that you can do yourself. You may not need the tribe, but if you need the tribe, we're here to support you. I'm going to open up Q&A if there are any particular questions that you want answered. I'm very, very respectful of everybody's time. And so I really want to say thank you, because 2 years ago, when we took a gamble as a company because we believed that these platforms would be very helpful for businesses, we didn't know if it was going to work or not. And we're very thankful that we took the chance and we've gone down this path, and we've learned along the way so many things, and I've met so many wonderful businesses that we've assisted with this tool. But Q&A, over to you. Any questions? Pick my brain. We've got 6 minutes left on this webinar, plus all the time in the world after this webinar. But by all means, is there anything in particular that I can assist you with, or any questions that you have at the moment which you really want answered? And while I wait for that, I'll actually take a small water break. That's actually a really good question. How big should a chatbot be, and how many steps? That's actually a really it's a good question. So, judging by potentially the industry that you might be in, it's about gaining a particular trust with a particular potential buyer, and just giving them maybe 3 or 4 tips as to why they might choose to go with you. And then what you can do is you can have a step that gives them rewards, and every now and again you're just reminding them why they should be with you, or why they should come back to your particular business, and incentivize them. So I think you could utilize the chatbot as an incentive tool to remind people of the benefits of your business, and then move to giving them an incentive to come to you and come to your service. So not very big. You don't have to go and recreate an entire website and put it into a chatbot. That's not the goal. It's about a particular campaign, a particular service, and sharing that information in the fastest possible way with a particular user. That's the purpose of a chatbot. So there's a particular offer, a particular thing that you do, or a particularly frequently asked question. Build a chatbot flow just for that, and hone that in, and then move on to the next thing. So, great question. Wait to see if there's any more, and then we'll... So we'll just go there. Where are we? Let's have a look. There's not many questions coming through at the moment, but we'll just wait a couple of more minutes, because we... there is so many things that you can do with this that sometimes you do go blank. But it's a brilliant platform, and I look forward to hearing those of you that are watching how you think about planning to use this, and how do you plan to monetize it, which is really exciting. Okay, so we've had a question come through. Where are we? Okay, so how do you use it for a real estate agency? Okay, there's a couple of ways that you can utilize a chatbot for the real estate industry, and so you can utilize the chatbot to tell potential buyers about upcoming properties. You can use a chatbot to also, when it comes to particular opens, to be very exclusive about that one property. Your property management portfolio, so if you have properties for rent, to say to people, hey, this is our latest one. Reminders, competitions as well. So, if you have raffles or Easter giveaway competitions that you want to do as well. But I would primarily focus a real estate chatbot on gaining new real estate hot leads, and then exclusive offers or exclusive pre-listing, or before it even goes to realestate.com. If you hit this button, subscribe to our chatbot, we'll actually send you things that no one else will see. You will see it first. So create that exclusivity. Common mistakes when using chatbots. So I'll probably wrap it up with this. So common mistakes are the text too long, trying to drive 3 different messages or 12 different messages on the one chatbot conversation, They're probably the most common ones. The biggest one is spam. You know, people getting spammed left, right, and center in regards to utilizing this tool, because there's a 90% open rate, 75% plus percent open rate. Businesses are just spamming people left, right, and center with this tool, and that's not the best way to go about it. The best way to go about this is to utilize the tool for a particular flow, for a particular campaign, and monitor, learn from it, and then advance. So don't spam people every single day. So be cautious about that. That's probably the biggest one. So thank you so much from all of us at Digital Marketing Tribe. If you've gained value from this particular session, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on our page and to like this particular webinar, because for our YouTube channel to grow, it, you know, likes and comments and engagements are a very, very powerful way. But to learn more about Digital Marketing Tribe, you know, do jump on our website, digitalmarketingtribe.com.au. You can reach out to us. I'll share with you also a couple of really interesting things on our LinkedIn that you can look at as well. So when we go to LinkedIn, if you go here and you jump on, so for example, the Digital Marketing Tribe Digital Marketing Tribe LinkedIn page, you can actually see the amount of content that we post and the amount of things that we share on a regular basis. And so all the things that we're sharing on there, if you jump on my account, lately, in the last couple of days, I've published an article, and this particular article has the top 39 chatbots of 2020. And in this particular article, you can actually click on that particular link, and it will take you directly to the messenger of that particular company. So that's how easy we've made it to engage with these businesses and to have a play with their chatbots and how they work and how they flow. So thank you so much again from all of us at Digital Marketing Tribe, and we do look forward to see you in 2 weeks' time for the next upcoming webinar. And in the meantime, like I said, we are always posting a new and exciting content, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we look forward to see you on the next one.